In this video, we'll discuss how the cheekbones relate to leadership, delegation, and the metal element. Enjoy. Hey there, good people. Topic for today is cheekbones. So if you listen to my content, you'll know that when I talk about the face, I talk about the 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. These 5 elemental rhythms in the external world are also reflected in the face of people. So the Eastern system is pretty clear on this, and they break down different features on the face and have them associate with different elements. That said, the cheekbones relate to the metal element. So when we talk about the metal element, some key ideas you want to think about. Metal is about structure. So if you think about metal in the external world, it's mountains. It's what forms the tectonic plates. It's what causes earthquake, right? The moving of hard plates under the ground. So we want to think the cheekbones are part of the big bony protrusions on the face. They're also seen as mountains in the context of mountains and rivers in face reading when you're looking at where someone should live. So in theory, big cheekbones, big dominant cheekbones are indicative of a person that should live in high elevation, or at the very least, visit high elevation on a consistent basis. The other thing though, that I was talking about originally was structure. So we want to think people with big metal features, okay, cheekbones in particular, what this is pointing to is a need for structure. Now, when I say that, a lot of people will say, well, doesn't everybody need structure? And the answer is yes. Everybody needs some structure to a degree. But again, face reading is about understanding the dominance of a feature means that you are going to need to lean into those themes a bit more than the average person. So it's not to say that no one needs structure. It just means that if you have big dominant cheekbones, it's going to be a necessity for you in terms of your life force unfolding well and your life terrain doing the same. So if we want some ease in that process, we've got to pay attention to this. Now, big cheekbones, big structure. So what that also means, outside of you need structure in your life, you need structured routines, you need all of these different rhythms to accommodate these things, but also what it points to is the capacity to lead. So people that have big cheekbones, one of the things my teacher used to say was that this is indicative of sometimes a bossy personality. Now, bossy is not necessarily bad. Some people delegate and lead a bit better than others. Some people shy away from it. And yeah, of course, as I said before, we can all benefit from leadership and getting better at that. But the working idea is, if you carry the feature, that means there's a natural aptitude. Your form relates to your function. So if we see those big dominant cheekbones, you're gonna think, if you're in any kind of social situation where someone asks you to lead, or you find yourself in a work context where you have an opportunity to lead and you have those big cheekbones, this is a good opportunity for you to lean in. And that's the way you want to think about face reading, is that your features should point to the things in your life that you can do naturally and with ease. And when you do that, when we engage with things that are natural to us, that come easy to us, there is life nourishment that takes place. So the working idea is, if you have a feature, you need to use the metrics that are related to it. So if we see big dominant cheekbones, that's going to mean structure, authority, leading. And again, everybody can do these things, but when you see the features, you want to think you're built for this. And that's why we should play to it. And the same way we can think about the way a monkey is built. Long arms and a light body with the opposable thumb, right? So they can grab things. They're going to be better at that than, say, flying. They don't have wings. They don't have the capacity that, say, a bird has. And so people, although we're relatively the same shape and size to a degree, you know, most of us have a head and hands and feet and all the goodies. But again, the features on the face are a microsystem. They're sort of a holographic template for larger working functions in the external world, in your life, and technically in the universe. So if you got those big cheekbones, these are some key ideas to think about. Take care.